Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new stream here. The weekly close number 63. Today it is the 28th of September, guys. Welcome. Strap in because you can feel it outside, right? You can see the first leaves fall, becoming a bit more cold. So naturally you want to strap in. And those are the first signs of altcoin season, guys. Get ready for Uptober. I'm getting ready for those autumn pumps, guys. Welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way in, and of course strap in as always. I wanna quickly start with a tweet of mine that I posted today, and do follow me at the Coin Baron. And what you can see here, oh wait a minute, guys, one sec. What you can see here, this is my Twitter account, of course, and don't forget we have this interview with Mirko from Cronos Labs. So strap in for that one, also happening on the 9th of October. Also very bullish for this specific stream. But I want to talk about this tweet here. This tweet. Welcome, Teddy. Welcome, I'm Turner. Marriott, welcome. Wanting some bounces, Marriott is saying. Need some bounce back. And I think I was talking about this morning. Bitcoin was trading at about 109, 109.3. And you can see here two bands. We've got the red band, we've got the green band. And those two got very, very tight. And these two bands are called the Bollinger Bands. And especially, guys, in the weekend, we typically see less volatility. But this was getting pretty crazy in general. It's not often that we see it this tight. We've been trading between 1010 or 110 and let's say 108 for multiple days now. So it was time for a move. And typically what we see after a long time of stagnation is a move to either the upside or the downside. But anyways, a big move nevertheless. And I think that is exactly what's happening now. That's exactly what's happening now. Let me show that to you here on the Bitcoin chart. Because here we got the Bollinger Band again, right? We got the Bollinger Band, and the funny thing is right on top here of this middle line of our megaphone. And you can see now that for the first few hours at least, we started escaping to the upside. So now again, instead of becoming smaller and smaller, tightening, it is once more expanding. And so far, we see a great reaction to the upside. It tried to go down. It tried to go down here a little bit, you can see, right? But it got bought up very, very quickly. So I do believe this can be a great setup heading into October. But of course, guys, this is no financial advice. As always, we're seeing some things here. I'm just trying to share what I see, what I'm personally trading on. Because when I saw this happening, I bought more CRO. I bought more CRO at about also this bounce here. So I think, Marriott, I'm not sure, of course. I think we might get this bounce because we've been talking about this exact line for years at this point. For years. And I do believe that at some point we actually can get that bounce to the upside. And so far, no daily close below this growth line. It's looking good in my personal opinion, guys. So I bought in twice here. A few days back, I bought over here. And when I saw a second test, I bought back in. But still also, there is some weakness. You can also see here this wick. We tried to go up again, but no. It didn't allow us to go up. So I think, guys, is it completely over? Yeah, I don't know. But I do see a lot of great signs why we might be seeing a bounce at exactly this point. But this is really interesting. Some people are pointing towards, of course, the weekly close being the most important timestamp, really, of where we should be and where we should be going. And for example, Black Sea has been saying, well, if we close below 212, we'll go all the way to 15. And I don't know why. And I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we're going to close the week above 212. That's my honest take here. But it doesn't mean, guys, it's completely over. We do have here the great support of the rainbow chart. So I'm still looking quite bullish into the October month. But how are you guys feeling? Do you think this might be the bottom? I will quickly create a quick poll there, guys, to see Have we bottomed out? That's my big question. Some people say, no, 15 cents. I don't think I don't know if we necessarily will get that 15-cent dump. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Let me create the poll quickly. Will we go lower than 18 cents? Yes or no? That's the question, guys. Welcome. Will we go lower than 18 cents? Sanjay, welcome. I see Solid Snake TV. Always here on the Sunday Live. Welcome, Solid Snake. Can't wait for Crow to go to $2. That will be a 10x, right? A simple 10x. That's all we're asking for, right? That's all we're asking for here on the channel. Simple 10x. And I think it's not even that, you know, that strange of an opinion. People say, no, can't go above $1. Well, if you take a look at the rainbow chart, and we respect the rainbow chart so far, it can go to 2. 212 is exactly this middle line here. $2.12 is this middle line here. So it's definitely potential, right? If we get a good narrative, that's the thing, right? If we get a good narrative, for example, I don't know if you guys have heard about the Aster token, the Aster Perpetuals Exchange. If we again get a good narrative, the sky is the limit during a bull run. Did you, again, I need to say this a few more times. I do need to say this a few more times. Remember, guys, I have been saying that the bull run is almost over. But do you see here? It only took 1, 2, 3 daily candles, 3 days to go from 15 cents all the way to 39. So we don't need months to slowly build up. We don't need months, guys. We need days. Worst case, weeks. So my personal take on the bull market is that we still have a few weeks left. If we are following a typical bull market, we have only a few weeks left. But that is enough. If Bitcoin next week, going into October, goes to 150, I don't think it will go to 150 in a week, but let's say it goes to 125 next week. And that happens, guys. We haven't seen, it's actually a good take here. We haven't seen a 10% plus candle in more than a year. A 10% plus daily candle hasn't happened for Bitcoin in a long time. But we know in a bull run, it can happen. It can happen, guys. Plus 10%. So if today we go plus 10% tomorrow on Monday, stock market opens up, gold goes to a new all-time high. Stock market might also continue with a climb because, well, honestly, guys, the S&P has been outperforming, I think, even Ethereum, cycle to cycle. But let's say Bitcoin starts the month of October with a plus 10% candle. Where would we go? Well, well, guys. Then we're almost back to 120. No, we're above 120 even. So things can escalate really quickly, guys. So be aware of that. I also want to point out that once again, the megaphone structure is holding out quite perfectly so far. So that makes me also very bullish. And if you bring up the weekly candles also, it's looking very promising, guys. It's looking very, very promising. Even talking about this, it can happen. A touch here, like 2 touches, 1 touch here, 1 touch here, and then we go up. And we might retest once, but then we can finally continue or plunge to the upside. I don't think about the price. I will never stop buying. Do you have an exit strategy, I'm Turner? Or just, you know, perpetually buying ever, non-stop? Hey, Justin, sir, welcome. Strap in. Crow's been holding strong. No, so, well, since Crow hit this line, it has been holding strong. It has been holding strong. And I want to point out why this is a significant line, because yes, it's the rainbow chart, and the rainbow chart has been valid for a long time, right? Has been valid for a long time, but also, let's take a look here at this chart. We got this growth line here. We got this growth line starting in July. In July. And now again, we're holding in September going into October. It's an interesting time. It's definitely an interesting time. David Connolly, welcome, welcome, sir. Let me quickly check up, guys, what you're saying. So, do you guys believe we will go lower? Do you think we'll go below 18 cents? What's the poll saying so far? Okay, so it's for the people just watching the recording now. The question is, will we go lower than 18 cents? Currently trading at about 18.75, according here to the Fortune Favors the Brave stock watch. Oh no, it's called the Assetwatch. 55%, 38 votes only. So there's still, of course, more votes to come. So far, 38 votes saying we will go lower, not lower than 18 cents. But 43% says, well, I do think we'll go lower. So it's somewhat 50-50. It is somewhat 50-50. I might be buying some more at 15 euro cents. I don't know euro to dollar. Euro dollar is going up quite heavily in the last year. Might be a good buy. I don't know the exact 15-cent level in euros. I'm always trading in dollars, dollarinos. Merit is hoping for big pump in October. I bought more at about 19 cents. I also bought more low 18 cents. So I think it's quite a decent price where you can be buying now. I have a lot of faith in the overall bull run. I do believe. Welcome, guys. Again, don't forget to strap in, hit the like button. I'm very curious what Bitcoin dominance is going to do, because we're getting very close to the end, really, of this monthly candle. We have only 3 more days left. 3 more days until we get to October. And we've had 2 red candles and 1 small green candle so far. It's holding on to the 200-month. The 200-month moving average. So far, that is the average that is being the resistance. I can see, funnily enough, also, it was important here. Wait, that's not true. Never mind, guys. I was thinking 200 months. That's many years. That's a lot of years. 200 months. It's the middle zone here of the Bollinger Band. Is it the 20 week? I don't know. Anyway, so far, guys, we're still waiting for true altcoin season. And you might have been hearing some people say, well, it has been officially altcoin season. And let me show you quickly the chart, because yes, officially we have been into altcoin season if you follow Blockchain Center. However, I think there's also another important chart that you need to watch. So here you can see it's not officially altcoin season, but you can see we quickly went into altcoin season territory over here. Like very short, right? Very short-lived, but we did go there. I think though, if you ever use this tool to see, are we truly in an altcoin season? Use this one, the year. And so far, it is not an altcoin year at all. You can see we are very, very low still in this chart. What we have had in 2021 or 2022, during a previous bull run, and also all the way back in 2017, there was a true altcoin season. It looks like this altcoin season hasn't even started yet. So maybe you can make the argument that we're now somewhere here, right? June 18th of 2020. June 18th. Where was Bitcoin dominance in June of 2020? Let me bring up the chart quickly. Let me bring up that chart, guys. So June 2020. What happened with Bitcoin dominance? Here it is. You can see, right? At this point, Bitcoin dominance started dropping, but it also went up again. It is definitely, guys, a different cycle. If you just take a look really at altcoin season, I think many people here are mainly in it for the altcoins, and I think that's fine. I think that's absolutely fine. Will we, though, go back to previous highs? I do believe so. I do believe that altcoin season will come. And not because I only hope so. I do have a lot of hopium, guys. My bags are mainly altcoins now. I only have a small fluff of Bitcoin. That's my dangerous approach in this market here. I think my portfolio is 0.01% Bitcoin at this point. It was, I think, at 1.70%. 70%, but now it's 0.001% Bitcoin. Hey, Crack Channel, welcome, sir. Kevin is buying back in about 36 cents. Let's go. Oh, well, he's buying back in at about now. Well done, sir. Good profit. Basically doubling that CRO. David is saying 50% of my CRO is staked. The other half is there for me to play with. I might sell some when it reaches the all-time high. I think for many people, I think $1 is a typical level to sell. I think that's also why we might see a bit of struggle about 90. But I also believe that once the train is going, and I think many people experience this, once the train is going for CRO, it goes fast, right? It goes really fast. So if we are mirroring this same move here, let's say we mirrored it and we break through all these resistance levels, one by one, I think many people will start to question themselves. Should I even sell at $1? Because the trade is moving. Why should I sell? I think hopium, I think FOMO, a lot of feelings, guys. Those will come into play. That's why I do recommend always take a cold shower. Take so many cold showers during a bull market, because it is going to be crazy. You will feel emotions you typically don't feel. It will be, I would say, maybe even double this. You liked the first time going to 39 cents, right? I think you will love the second time breaking 30 cents. You will love that, guys. I promise you. I promise you. You will love the feeling. WG Ray, what's the possibility for another rate cut for October 28th? I think it will be big, huge. Otherwise, I do believe that Jerome Powell will get fired. Guys, I don't know if you guys have Truth Social, but Mr. Trump is doing it again. The memes, boys, memes. CME, what's the rate cut chance, the probabilities? What are we talking about? For the 28th of October, or the 29th of October, it's currently a 90% chance here. You can see 90% chance for a rate cut, 10% for not a rate cut, for stability. It can change though. These are based on the current predictions, based on also the trajectory forecast by the members of the FOMC. Todd Lomax is saying, well, the Fed is cutting rates because of job market growth being very poor. And I think that will continue, guys. I don't know how the situation is at your guys, but I also take a look at the overall environment. Do I see a lot of vacancies at companies? Do I see people going out, have dinner? Do I know a lot of people personally that, lost their job or got fired? And I'm starting to see also here in Europe that there is getting some weakness. Even though in Europe the growth is still, I think, a bit stronger. No, depending on where you live. I think Germany has been hit hard, especially the German auto industry, car manufacturing. But depending on industry, it might be a tough sell now. For example, international trade, it's not the best. Not the best now due to the tariffs. Let me know, guys. Do you feel that the economy is changing? Do you feel it personally? Or still same old, same old? We're still often talking about, percentages, but I think you have to think about the real life scenarios. Once people lose their job and they can't find another replacement job in due time, you might get some issue to mortgages. And if the mortgages don't get paid, well, I don't want to see a repeat of 2008. Oh, well, I would love a repeat of 2008. Cheap asset. Big fire sale. I'm very curious though. What would happen with Bitcoin if we get a complete and utter destruction of the stock market? Because we have seen it, you know. We've seen the S&P go down a lot. We have seen it go down, guys. This was brutal. For the stock market here, you can see 2007, 2008. Minus 50%. Oh, that's actually nothing. What are we talking about? Typical Bitcoin bear market is worse. But the thing is, it was not only 2008, it was also the dot-com bubble, right? Also about minus 50%. But since then, one massive bull market. I think you can make the argument that we've been in a bull market for basically almost 20 years now. Almost 20 years of bull market. Or you could say maybe 20 years of crazy inflation. That's maybe, guys, why you should be thinking about assets that make you money, that keep your money, that keep your wealth. And that's why we're talking about, for example, CRO. Because CRO is like, you can passively earn money with CRO. I mean, we have the cards, we do have the earn, we have the supercharger. CRO has some crazy fundamental potential to, you know, be a good investment. Be a good investment. J Smith, welcome. We're almost there. A few more days, then it's finally Q4. Maybe another week or two and then up only. I'm looking forward to that moment, sir. I'm looking forward. I'm strapped in for that for 4 years now, so let it come. Let it come. And I want to also point out, guys, that Bitcoin has been performing not too shabby so far in the month of September. You might be feeling, well, yeah, it's been going down recently. But if you zoom out and get the big picture, and let me quickly bring up then also the historic returns on CoinGlass, you can see here that Bitcoin specifically is still up 2%. And I want to also repeat that once we get a green September, typically we also see green October and a green November. So here, green September, green, green. Green September, green, green. Green September, green, green, green. It's bullish. So I'm just hoping, guys, that we can keep this up for 3 more days. And then if history is any indication, I think we're ready for a good Q4. Hey, Kai, welcome. Good to see you, sir. Can we check the Q3 roadmap? We can do that. Quickly, I want to respond to this. Todd Lomax, he's talking about the AI bubble. The AI bubble. Well, of course, the AI bubble, I think it started really with ChatGPT just after COVID. So maybe you can say that this run here has been fueled by AI, about 36%. Oh, no, wait, no. Way more about here. We almost doubled the S&P. It might be a bit of a bubble, but I do see a lot of use cases that are actually useful for AI. I'm just asking, Todd, do you use or utilize AI in your daily life? Like, I almost daily use ChatGPT. I don't like Gemini. I think Gemini is Grok can be useful, but ChatGPT is still my go-to. And what I find really cool is that they soon will launch Pulse. And I think what Pulse will do is they will really become your digital assistant in your phone. So instead of only asking questions and getting answers to that, you will also now get with Pulse proactive reactions. So for example, hey, Pulse is seeing that there's some kind of indicator flashing now on a specific chart. Then Pulse might give you a little notification like, hey, you might want to check this out. Or maybe what I would even like more is if it can be integrated with your applications, like, hey, if this, then that. Please, guys, I want to see actual useful, integrations. That could be really cool. AI agents, that's the word. This September has actually been fine so far. Just boring. but all we do is hold. Now, I think specifically for, we're going to go to the roadmap in a sec, Kai. I haven't forgotten about you. But Bitcoin has been fine, right? Bitcoin has been fine. I think though altcoins, altcoins, they have been bloody. Let me bring up Ethereum. Has Ethereum had a bloody month? I do believe so. I do believe so. Let me go to the monthly chart here. Yeah, so Ethereum has been quite has been hit quite hard. We are down. Well, we're currently down about, what is it? Only 10%. Only about 10%, but still, Ethereum is only 10%. I think BNB is the exception in September, but overall, Solana down. We have seen XRP going down, I think below $3 at some point. I don't know where XRP is now. Cronos down 100% almost. 50%, I mean. Down 50%. Ouch. So yeah, the altcoins have been hit especially hard. Well, Bitcoin is doing quite fine. That's also why now we do see that Bitcoin dominance is once more moving up. Guys, don't forget to fill in the poll. Will we go down below 18 cents? Let me know what you feel about this. And Kai asked about the Q3 roadmap, because this might be, this guys, is the last live stream. The last live stream, the weekly close. Last weekly close before I'm going to hit October and before we're going to hit Q4. So let me bring up crypto.com, the roadmap here. And there we have it. So Q3, we should be seeing the first forms really of Cortex AI, but no mention of Cortex AI so far. No mention of Cortex AI so far. What else? Crypto.com stablecoin. Nothing yet, but I don't know if you guys have seen the video yesterday, but they had some talks with the CFTC regarding the stablecoin initiative. So we're getting one step closer to this, but no official announcement yet. So this will be most likely a little late. AI-powered trade tooling, no mention. Cronos 1, also AI, no mention yet. However, margin derivatives, they got approval. They got approval, guys, in the US. Big news. I would say so. Big news. And finally, we got the Singularity API. I think what I've heard is that's more for like entities, like institutions. Nobody's really waiting for this. We talked about the margin derivatives, though. Same thing also for the stock market. We've been waiting already in Q2 on the stock options, but now we finally got the approval by the CFTC for stock options. So I do believe also this can come very quickly together with the FX commodities and index derivative. So things can go really quickly, I think, now on the stock part as well, with the approval from the CFTC. And if you haven't seen the video yet, check it out, guys, for more details. We also have seen also the first delivery of yield on cash in the US. Up to 5% yield on cash, but we're still waiting for global rollout. This also was originally planned for Q2, so it has been finished, but a little late, guys. Then also in Q3, we should have gotten the 1 second, 1 cent global transfers. Same thing here with the Crypto.com stablecoin. If you don't get this one, we don't get the 1 cent, 1 second. And also the Prime card. The Prime card, guys. Where is it? I want to see the Prime card. Yeah, so no mention of that at all. Especially what I find interesting, because I don't know if you guys seen this, but we have got quite a big update really to the website. Quite a big update. You can see here the new level up page, where you can see, for example, Plus, Pro, and Private. No mention whatsoever about Prime. No mention whatsoever about Prime. So it might be invite only at this point. Invite only. What I found interesting, though, and I made a tweet about this, for the first time, if you go to developers on the website, you can see, right? Cronos POS, Cronos EVM, Cronos ZK EVM, Cronos Play. Crypto.com is integrating Cronos on the website. And They're pushing it slowly, guys. They're slowly pushing it, and they also start to embrace it really as the chain instead of, you know, we've got Cronos and we've got Crypto.com, two separate entities. No, no, no. Developers, guys, go to Cronos POS, go to Cronos EVM. Only in 2026 we will see real choppy waters. I think so too, David. I think 2026, I think especially later, let's say after the summer, maybe starting the summer, we might see some more choppy waters, more layoffs in general, right? Because the whole reason why we get rate cuts, not because the economy is thriving, no, it's starting to struggle a bit. DTX, welcome. Hey, good to see you, John, by the way. Always here. I'm looking forward to Robinhood listing. Yeah, I think we're still waiting for Robinhood, of course. We're still waiting for Robinhood. I do expect the listing, guys. I think it has to come very soon. When we get some more traction, because let's be very honest, if you take a look at the overall volume for the CRO token, we only get a volume with big moves. But if we get a volume, we had about $2 billion of volume here on a daily basis. We had 3 days with $2 billion of volume. Crazy. A lot of buys, a lot of sells. That's healthy. The more volume, the more liquidity, typically. Hey, Zorro. I bought 4k euros at about 26 cents. Am I cooked? I can't give financial advice, but I wouldn't worry about 26 cents myself. Hey, Private, welcome. I believe the SEC is having some roundtable discussion tomorrow about Trump's digital investment or something like that. It may be a great for CRO tomorrow as well. That's interesting because I do believe that typically somebody from Crypto.com is joining the SEC roundtable discussions. Not all of them. It kind of depends on what kind of session, but I have to check it out. I've heard something about this, but I might be mistaken now with the CFTC. Dear God, welcome, Tony. I don't want too much, just a bad bitch, a house, and a couple of supercars. What kind of supercar are you talking about, Tony? I'm still waiting there on the BMW. Oh, Kai, I just got a Robinhood advert on the live stream. Any coincidence? Do you know, Kai, you're Dutch, right? Do you know, is it available in the Netherlands even? Probably it is. Hey, Laura. Loving this dip? More cashback. That's also a great thing. If you're now paying for your Netflix or your Spotify, you get a crazy good rebate. We're not talking about, you know, 50 crow, 10 crow, 70 crow. No, no, no. We're talking about a good amount of crow now. I think for Netflix, yeah, about 100 crow. Good. Very good. Bjorn, where will we go with Lion? Might we go to 5 cents? Where is Lion now? So the fun thing with Lion is, and we have a similar growth line also for Crow, right? And you can see that the bounce is just perfect. It is a good, perfect bounce so far for Lion. It needs to hold though, and it needs to set new all-time highs. It went to 3 cents, so I think doubling is a no-brainer. Previously, I've talked about a potential 10-cent line, but then we do need to see Crow in a good spot. Like best case, like I'm talking here about a potential altcoin season, right? With all the crazy stuff, all the bells and whistles. The best play could potentially be first go into Crow big into Crow, and once people start to take profit on Crow, they might want to roll it over into Lion because Lion is linked to Crow, more risky though. So like previously, people took profit from Crow into NFTs, like for example, the loaded Lion. This time around, they might put it not from Crow into NFTs, but from Crow into meme tokens. Speculation, but that's typically how we see the cycle flow, the money flow. So if Crow goes to like $1, $2, and you don't see Lion moving, there could be like a normal setup. It can be like a few days delay. because we got the whole cycle thing. Okay, guys, I'm still so freaking bullish now on Bitcoin. Where is Bitcoin at? Let me go quickly to the hour chart again, because it seems to be escaping now. You can see again, it would try to go down so far in the hour. Oh, whoa. It tried to go down in the hour, but it couldn't. Ah, I live in England. My girlfriend has been teaching me Dutch. Okay. Kai is a really Dutch name, like, or maybe we have stolen it from the English. What's Robinhood? Am I missing out? Robinhood is, I think, the biggest stock trading app in the US, at least. I think it's the biggest one in the US. Not available everywhere, though. Especially, Robinhood became very famous last cycle in 2021 because people were trading there the GME token, and also Doge a lot. It's really known as a retail trading platform. Johnny Sevenfold, if a new bottom for CRO will be about 50 cents, I wouldn't mind. I don't think so personally, Johnny. I think we will see a lot of upside, but I don't think that the downside will be spared this time around. Like, we've been talking about this, I think, in a previous stream. My personal gut feeling is that we will go up, but we also will go down again. And I think late 2026, we will go back to Earth. And I think 16, 17, 18, I think about where we are now, that might be the bottom going forward. That's also where the rainbow charts end. So kind of depends, of course, how the rainbow chart will hold on. I do believe the rainbow chart is so far a useful tool, and I do believe it will remain to do so in the upcoming years. But I am bullish, especially now, well, first, a big hype-driven move. There's one caveat, though, or caveat. I don't know, and I think nobody knows, there are a lot of speculation about this, what the treasury company CRO strategy is going to do. Will they do market buys for CRO? Will they buy the dip during the bear market? They might do so. And we also might see additional interest in CRO because, in general, Crypto.com is getting broader than just crypto. And if you want to trade stocks, do any sports betting, no matter if it's a bull or bear market for crypto, you might be using Crypto.com anyways, because there's sports every weekend now. There's stock trading, well, not 7 days in the week, but at least 5 days in the week. And if you want to get the discounts, like the zero trading, guys, is still a bit of a meme, I would say. But if you want to get any of the benefits of the Crypto.com platform and still also the cards, you might want to get some CRO instead of spending the monthly fee. Dogecoin on Robinhood was like a top 10 degen moment. Like the rally, everyone thinking would go to $1 was pretty much crazy indeed. Okay, so far, guys, I'm looking quite happy with the overall growth so far of Bitcoin. So typically we do see a dump when we start the stream. So far, no big dump yet. No big dump yet. And again, I think this might be the beginning of a good move. For Bitcoin specifically, the first big resistance will be about here. So if you have a long, make sure you watch this level at about 11,000, 111. I want to bring up quickly again, guys, the poll. So the poll, what's the poll saying? I've asked in the poll, do you think it will go lower than 18 cents? And again, guys, if you're just joining in, don't forget to strap in, hit the like button. And by the way, I want to give a big thanks to all the people that are strapped in, because we're getting super close now to 10,000 subscribers, like 9,600 almost. So thank you so much for all the people that have been watching and listening. I don't know, sharing as well. Thank you so much. I can't do this without you guys. So thank you so much. 10K when? What was the question though? Oh yeah, the poll. Will we go lower than 18 cents? So far, we got 46% saying yes. Yes. And we got 54% saying no. No. Interesting. What does the 8-ball say about this? Oh, and while we're talking about the 8-ball, did you guys remember the question really from the previous stream? Would we close the stream higher than the previous stream? So far, I would say yes. So far, yes. So far, yes. But Mr. 8-ball, what do you think? Do we go lower than 18 cents? Do we go lower than 8 cents, Mr. 8-ball? Sometimes I have to do a little bit of a... I need to ask it more nicely. I'm in a ASMR style. Dear Mr. 8-ball. Okay, you guys can't see it, I guess. It's saying no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So we're going higher. I'm not going below 18 cents. That's the official stance from the 8-ball. Thanks, Johnny. Thank you very much. We aren't at 10k though yet. So not at 10k yet. Yeah. So I just want to see. I want to see this week, guys. Ethereum close here. The setup for Ethereum specifically, and I want to quickly go talk about Ethereum because I think it's important for the overall crypto market regarding altcoins. We talked about this on Thursday, but the setup here is great. It's absolutely freaking great. You see, touch here, and a breakout on the trend line, right? It touched it here again. And instead of trying to go from the low into this line, this time around, it tried to test it as support. So I think if you take a look at this Ethereum setup from a technical point of view, we should be very freaking bullish about Ethereum. And if you're bullish about Ethereum, you're typically also bullish about Bitcoin dominance going down. And you might be very bullish about the total free, because the total free, it got so close. It got so close. It got so close to breaking this level here. Total free are all the altcoins except for Ethereum. And unfortunately, guys, it also includes stable coins, but doesn't really matter, I think. Stable coins have been printing quite generously so far this cycle. And that's a good sign. Guys, we do see a lot of liquidity from Tether, from Circle. And you might have seen this before, but we're getting so close, guys. We have set a new all-time high. We have set a new all-time high last week or last 2 weeks ago for the total free. What we still need to see a typical true breakout here. This quick nudge above it, that's not a true all-time high. I want to see it break through and then test it and maybe then go. That's what we need. $10K would be crazy. I've been selling some stacks. So, Johnny, do you also watch the crypto report? They have been talking about stacks, I think, like 2 years before, like the layer 2 on Bitcoin. I never really felt it, like Bitcoin and layer 2. I think for Bitcoin, the purists are just the winners there. But do you still have some bull case for stacks specifically? Didn't BlackRock sell about $120 million worth of ETH? I don't know. It might be true exchange modus. I don't know. But of course, guys, it's BlackRock is selling on behalf of their buyers or sellers, of course. Their customers decide to trade. Their customers, and BlackRock is simply executing. Or maybe, I don't know exchange modus. Was this specifically for the... No, I don't think that BlackRock has... Do they have Ethereum on their own balance sheet? By the way, I don't think it's bad, guys. If you take an honest look at it, would you guys sell the top? Would you sell on a new all-time high or the previous all-time high? I think many people will take profit at an all-time high for Ethereum. And I think many people will take profit at a new all-time high for Cronos. And he might be buying back in again as well. Because, well, we took about $1,000 of profit. Let's say you bought one ETH at about 4,000. You now made $1,000. You know, it went below again, and you can buy in, and you get more ETH. You get more ETH. But if they sold, of course, this week. CryptoKip said yesterday he was wrong about stacks. Did he say why? I'm always curious about the overall the take, right? Because sometimes I think specifically for stacks we've seen a lot of negative events in the ecosystem. I'm talking about the DEXs. I'm talking about the chain itself. I don't know about the project. By the way, also one negative driver specifically for Ethereum also has been the Ethereum Foundation. The people that basically keep the Ethereum chain running and also up to date, that's the Ethereum Foundation. And to pay their employees, they sometimes sell some Ethereum. And their selling is also sometimes why Ethereum has a hard time to actually, you know, get some price appreciation. Same thing though for Ripple. Ripple, I'm talking about the XRP token here. Ripple Labs also has a huge chunk of XRP tokens. And sometimes they're selling. They haven't sold in a long time. And I also believe that at some point, Cronos Labs will do the same. They will sell some CRO tokens. I think that's going to happen. But I'm not entirely sure, of course. So far, nothing has been sold. And we can check that, guys. We can check that. If you go to Mintscan, you can track all the wallets. All the wallets that hold Cronos on the native Cronos POS chain. And what I like to do on a Sunday, specifically on a Sunday, is I want to check the rich list. You can see here the rich list. These are all the whales. The first account. This is the official Cronos strategic reserve. Okay, the Alex Labs debacle, it was bad. So for anyone wondering, this is the official Cronos strategic reserve by Cronos Labs. And you can see that it was originally 70, but so far only 10% has been unlocked so far. $7 billion. But where did it go? You can see right down below here, you can track everything. On September 19th, they sent 116 million CRO. It's hard to read here. 166 million CRO to a different wallet. And now, if you go back to the accounts again, there are a few more accounts with a crazy amount of CRO. For example, here, this wallet is funded only by the CRO Treasury Reserve. What it is doing exactly, and maybe not this one. No, I think it is this one. Yeah. No. Interesting. There has been quite some moves recently to this wallet. I need to check what's been happening here specifically. Anyways. So there are a lot of guys, a lot of big moves here. I need to check out really what happened because there is a lot of information here. A lot of information in the rich list. There are some surprises coming to CRO. And the thing is, right, but we know with Cronos specifically that Cronos is definitely very sensitive towards news. And one of the ways we can actually predict news is by going on chain. And sometimes we can see moves happening from one wallet to another wallet. And we now have seen one big wallet holding a lot of CRO, but also a second wallet holding a lot of CRO, and probably also a third wallet holding a lot of CRO that officially is linked to crypto.com. I don't know. I don't know. We might see the official release of the crypto.com CRO strategic reserve. I don't know. I don't know. A second treasury company is not unheard of. Hey, welcome Freedom for Crypto. Private, will CRO ever go lower than 15 cents? Since again, because if it would go to 10 cents, would see Trump losing a lot of value on their initial 105 million CRO investment. Possibly, right? I don't think that would make sense, though. I don't think we'll see it happen. But nothing is impossible, guys. Never say never. Hey, welcome, JN. Welcome, welcome. CRO needs more FOMO. I'm doing my best here, Freedom. I'm doing my best. You know, I'm seeing so many good signs, right? We have seen it bounce on the cheap zone. Today, again, it went quickly into the cheap zone once more. You can see here a wick. But you see that CRO doesn't want to be in a cheap zone. Everybody and the mother is buying CRO when it goes into the cheap zone once more. Green is cheap, guys. So I think, honestly, we do have now some good momentum loading again. I don't think that today we'll go back to 212. I think that's not going to happen. I think it's very unlikely. I don't think, guys, we'll see a 12% move in the upcoming few hours. But it doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it's bad. Of course, if you ask me, would I like to see things differently? No, yeah, of course. I would love to go, you know, down and then up again and create a bit more of a continuous pump. But hey, this is a situation. My exit strategy hasn't changed. And I see this personally as a gift. And if you don't know, guys, I've got plenty of reasons. I made a video on this last Friday. Why I bought the dip. Check it out. I think it's called Golden Opportunity. Golden Opportunity. Johnny felt good about STX, but now I'm starting to feel somewhat bearish. I think, Johnny, to be honest, that many people feel the same about CRO. Pump and dump token, right? No. If you bought it thinking, well, the value prop is good. If you think that, then well, maybe no, this is no financial advice, but I typically like to hold on. Sometimes you get surprises, right? And I want to also tell you this, guys. If we get into a true altcoin season, we still have the altcoin season. Yeah, we got it right. If we get in a true altcoin season, anything like 2018, anything like 2020 or 2021, everything is going up. Literally everything. We've seen this multiple times in experiments. You can get a monkey, throw a dart at a dartboard, and any stock it lands on or any crypto it lands on, it will make profit. There will be a time, guys, if it is going to play out like always, there is going to be a time where everything is going up. Everything. And it will be like true magic. It will be short-lived, but it will be like true magic. And everything and everyone will feel like a true crypto guru because they have chosen the right stock. But remember, I think this is a good reminder, and also this is something that Ray Dalio always talks about. Investing is typically a zero-sum game. If you make money, somebody loses money. If you make money, somebody loses money. You have to remind, guys, if you want to sell something, somebody else has to buy it. Think about that. It's really important. It's not like the price and charts are like magical beings. No. actual persons, and sometimes robots, sometimes AI, for people like you and me that make a conscious decision. At this price, I want to buy more CRO. Or at this price, I want to buy more Bitcoin. Zero sum. That's something very important to always keep in mind. Always keep that in mind. David has a recurring CRO buying daily. I love the DCA strategy, so. Hi, Coin Baron. I told you that 15 cent is coming. I think it will go even lower. We haven't been to 15 cent though, sci-fi. So again, I don't know. We've seen also counter arguments. It might happen though. It might happen, sci-fi. Welcome. Strap in. Strap in, sir. Again, I do believe, guys, we're going to close the week in 4 more hours. This setup here by Ethereum is looking good. It's looking very juicy. We do see also, for Bitcoin specifically, a bit of a Bollinger Band breakout. A Bollinger Band breakout. Instead of tightening, we're once again expanding. And you can see right here. Do we have a good example? Good example of a good tightening. You can see it's really tight over there. Really, really small. I think a good example of a good tightening. I have to go all the way back. I think it's over here. Honestly, I haven't seen Bitcoin this tight in a long time. Like, this corridor is really, really small. Here it got quite tight. Typically, when we see tightening of the Bollinger Bands, and then also the initial move, typically it continues in that direction until at some point it stops. So it's of course no guarantee that we will continue, but like tightening is an indicator of something to come. And we've seen the tightening and we've seen so far the expansion. And I think we can go back to 120, guys. Also, it fits in the bigger picture. Again, I want to say it one more time before we're going to close the stream. We have seen here the megaphone setup. And let me go to the... I think it's fine like this. We've seen multiple touches here on these lines. Here. We've got here one. We've got here one. But if you go to the daily, I think it's the best one to see. Oh. We had 2 daily closes, or at least wicks, touching this line. And now we are, once again here, at the middle line, showing a lot of strength here because we do get a bounce over here at these levels. So I'm feeling, honestly, very good about the current situation. We need to continue, and the next battle will be at about 113. 113 will be a fierce battle. I need to bring up the liquidation levels. Hey, Kerman, good to see you, sir. But if history, again, is any indication, and we're going to close the month like it is now, September, plus 1.19%. October is going to be at least plus 20%. And then maybe November, plus 40%. Let's just, for fun and giggles, let's do this. Let's bring 20% and 40% in November. So let's say plus 60%. Where would that bring Bitcoin? Where would that bring Bitcoin? About plus 60%. I need to make it bigger. What do you guys think about 175k Bitcoin? Sounds plausible, right? Sounds plausible. Just below the 200k target. Just above it with the 150 target. And do you truly believe that if Bitcoin goes to 175, that Cronos can't go higher? Cronos can't go to a new all-time high? I definitely believe so, guys. I'm seeing things that are making me very happy. I do need to see continuation of the S&P and the gold market to set new all-time highs, showing that the market demands more pumps. It's feeling good. Crow nearly back at 90 cents. Guys, it's getting there. It needs to hold though. Keep this line in mind, guys. This line here. You can simply hold on to this line for at least the rest of the month. We are golden. We are golden. But I do believe, guys, we hold on as well. We have a good weekly close, so that's very important here. Weekly closes, guys, are why we are here. That's why we are here. Hey, Fit in Crypto. Tomorrow is going to be bullish. Is it because of the SEC, or why are you so bullish, Fit? What's your personal take on this? Phil is saying altcoin season ahead. Grow to $1, guys. Strap in. It's we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. And of course, I want to quickly take a look at the poll. We started the stream at about 18.5 cents for Crow. And so far, we take a look at the poll results. We got 58% saying no. We won't go any lower than 18 cents. And we got about 40% saying we will go lower than 80%. So still it's about 50-50. We got 130 votes. So thank you very much for voting, guys. I think it's a good sign. The majority is saying we will not go any lower. But there are also still some bears in the chat. So only once we have truly slain all the bears, we might see a bit of a short squeeze as well. So check out, guys, and I will post, I think, some more things on Twitter as well in the upcoming week, and maybe also on YouTube. So don't forget to hit the like button, hit that like, subscribe as well, or follow me at the Coin Baron, because I might be posting a bit more about liquidation levels, because that's also one of the reasons why we had this beautiful weekly candle last week. Beautiful weekly candle. We had a lot of liquidations. People were shorting the CRO token here and here and here. And every time when people thought, well, this is going to be a good short, they just pulled through and they liquidated everything. So I want to see more short squeeze. More and more. Oh, and guys, we're getting so close back to 90 cents once more. I bought the dip and I'm very happy so far. Again, one more thing, guys. This is no financial advice. Nothing in this stream is financial advice, but I bought the dip and I'm happy, and I personally also do agree with the majority that we will not go down below 18 cents. But if we do, I will own up to it. Thank you very much. I'm Turner. I hope to see you again, guys. Hitting Crypto is saying one more thing. We might come with the stablecoin on the 1st of October. We might do that, sir. And also, we got the meeting tomorrow. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming here today. We do have another live stream on Thursday with the midweek update, and also back again on Sunday. And if you get some breaking news, I, of course, will be there for you as well. Other than that, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, Saturday, more videos. So stay tuned. Have a good one, guys, and talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Bye, bye, bye. BitTensor is the AI Bitcoin. Didn't know that. No, Darren. No Coin Baron token. No. Bad Darren. No Bitcoin token. No Coin Baron token. No.